Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a second down throw for Winston. High throw, but the catch is made. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Joe.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Blue ready. Let's go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready. Blue ready. Sonic. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Hey, stop. Boys up.
Working out of the gun, Winston steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. Do something.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Jameis to throw it. Right side caught by Jackson. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Looking downfield for Godwin, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey. Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready. You ready. Hey, stop.
From the gun, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Winston now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Winston now from the 50. Over the middle to Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
on now. Ready. Blue ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right to the 3. Set. 180.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to go deep for Funchess. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first down throw for Winston. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The give is to Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Blue ready. Even. Let's go.
Throwing. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a neat point there as they were able to connect. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The 13 yards that time of the first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. 180. Gun.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
180. 180. 133.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
That's it. 180.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Easy. Come on. Sunday. 550. Sunday.
To throw, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready. 125.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready. Blue 80. Green, trouble C.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third and short yardage, Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
You got 4. Percent. Block 80. 58, Mike, 58.
Throwing again is Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Come on now. Let's go. Great.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? There's another field goal the other way. That does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Jameis to throw it. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Winston to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready. Blue 80.
Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
Ready. 180.
McCaffrey on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Right to the 3. Set. 180.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Carolina getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And he can't hang on into it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Newton. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I be out on the late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. What the facts? Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, no, I'm a gangster. And you a boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really handle punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too Yup. On tour, round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snaps, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be lay, waist snatch, that straight facts. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I